There are 30 people.
You can start.
Good afternoon, everybody. On behalf of the Academy, I extend warm welcome to each one of you for today's session on MCQs on railway budget. Okay, and to take up the session, we have Sri M. Nageshwar Rao, is Senior Instructor in IFAM. Welcome, sir, and it's over to you to come in the session.
Yeah, thank you, Banner. Thank you. Yeah, we can start the session. Yeah, good afternoon, participants. Today we have the session on the MCQ on the railway budget. We will attempt almost 40 questions on the 40 multiple choice questions on the this railway budget topic. This series of tests will be planned in the coming weeks also. Every week we'll try to conduct one MCQ test on different subjects, that is expenditure, books and budget, traffic account, workshop accounts on various topics. We'll try to plan the in coming days also. Okay. Then, any queries before start of this MCQ test? Please tell me. All are unmuted. Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah. Okay, right. Yeah. Hope who are not facing difficulty to visible this poll, please log out from the mobile phone and log in from the system or laptop, if possible. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is launched first 10 questions. Please submit your answers. After end of this test, we'll discuss the answers. Hope it is visible to all of you. The first 10 questions. This is the railway budget 1. Please check. Yeah, please message in the chat box whether this poll is visible or not. Please hurry up. Last 4 minutes. Can I close the poll? Please confirm. Okay, another 2 minutes. Please hurry up.
আপনি ফোন নম্বর কি দিয়েছি
Okay, can I end the poll? If anyone left, please message in the WhatsApp. Sir, please message in the chat box. Otherwise, I will end the poll. Yeah, I can close the poll. Right. Yeah. Please confirm the results are visible or not. Yes. Okay. Yes, we'll discuss. After this, we can launch a second poll also. Total 40 questions are there. Total 40 questions. Now we'll discuss this first 10 questions. The following factors keep in mind before resorting to distribution of a grant, that is called proportionate budget allotment. Which one is incorrect? That means one is incorrect, other three are right. Now we'll check which is incorrect. The third one is incorrect. Expenditure is distributed throughout the year, though the expenditure is not practical. That is incorrect, because the expenditure should not be distributed throughout the evenly. The first one, throw forward from the previous year, we should take into consideration. That is the right one. All expenditure, whether in cash or by transfer, the liability for which already exists, but which second one is also right. And last one, the need to keep some amount as a reserve for meeting fresh, that is called WBG. So that is also right. So only 41% is correct. 41%, that is third is correct. Now second one is what is the type of budget encourages spending up to the budget to ensure a reasonable allocation in the next period? That is correct answer is incremental budget. Incremental budget, what we are followed right now, it is encourages spending up to the budget. It's not a zero-based budget, wrong answer. Outcome-based budget, wrong answer. Performance budget is wrong answer. Okay. So the second question, the D, incremental budget is correct answer. Third one, charged expenditure is met from Consolidated Fund of India. That is the correct answer. A. 57% correct. Contingency fund, it is wrong. Only whether it is a voted expenditure and charged expenditure is met from Consolidated Fund of India only. Only new Instrument of expenditure, new expenditure is made from contingency fund, not charged. Okay. CRIF, it is a source of finance, stands for Central Road and Infrastructure Fund. That is D. 61% is correct. Very good. Yeah. Functions of railway accounts, that is A and B only right. That is 37% A. Because our functions of railway accounts is maintain the railway accounts and preparation of the account current and appropriation accounts. These two only right. This preparation of all expenditure and establishment bills, it is the duty of the executives, not us. And primary responsibility for allocation also it is a executive responsibility. And preparation of railway budget also it is executive responsibility, not accounts. So accounts functions is only A and B. That is maintain the railway accounts and preparation of periodical returns, that is account current or appropriation accounts. Okay. Yeah. The fund is used to meet committed liabilities of debt servicing for World Bank and JICA. All these, it is the correct answer is the debt service fund. D. C. 46%. It's not EBRIF. Please check those who are choose the answer. The correct answer is the debt service fund. Yeah. Seventh, which is not an example of charged expenditure. Yes, the correct answer is fees paid to legal counsel. Fees paid to legal counsel is a part of railway ordinary expenditure. It's voted expenditure, not charged. So charged expenditure, it is a pay and allowances of constitutional bodies, that is a president, vice president, speaker, Lok Sabha, the judges of Supreme Court, election commission, like that, and C&AG, but not fees paid to legal counsel. So C is the correct one. It's not an example of charged expenditure. Yeah. Salient features of IRFC. This is only B and D are correct. That is C option, B and D. What is B? It is the only non-banking financial company dedicated to the development of Indian Railways. That is the correct one. And D is recently divested its stake to the public in the open market. Recently, the shares are available in the public market. Now we'll check why A, C, E is not correct. A, headquarters IRFC is New Delhi, not Mumbai. Okay. And C is established in the year 1996. That is wrong, because the correct answer is established in the year 1986. Okay. And E option, entire lease charges paid to IRFC charged to erstwhile demand number 9. That is also incorrect. Why? Because lease charges is bifurcated into capital and interest component. So capital component is charged to plan at 2200 principal component, whereas interest component is charged to erstwhile demand number 9 only. So entire lease charges paid to demand number 9, it is a incorrect one. So here only B and D are only right. That is C option. Okay. Now facts about EBRIF. This is a C, D, E. B, C, D, E are right, except first A. What is A? Utilized for priority and non-priority works. This is incorrect. Why? Because this EBRIF funds is only utilized for only priority works, not non-priority works. Please remember. And what is B? As of now, yes. As of now, LSC is the only organization to funding. That is correct. And funds granted under EBRIF are non-lapsable. That is also right. The works or projects taken up under EBRIF are called as deposit works. However, no departmental charges are levied because these works are meant for Indian Railways. So that is the reason, though these works are treated as the deposit works, but there is no charging of departmental charges. Okay. And period of repayment is 30 years. That is also correct. So here in the facts about EBR, the first A is the wrong one. Yeah. Just a minute. And last one, at present, zonal railways may reappropriate the funds among primary unit. Yes, the zonal railways have powers to reappropriate among PUs 27, 28 and 32. Very good. 48% is correct. 48% is correct. Yeah, any queries, please note on the piece of paper. We will discuss at the end of the session. Okay. Now we'll launch the second series of questions. That is another 10 questions. Yeah, second poll also launched. Please submit your answers. Only time is 10 minutes. Please. If any difficulty is there, please message in the. Yeah, increase the font. You can enlarge this poll. Yeah, Mr. Avinash. It is not possible to increase the font. You can enlarge this poll option. You can expand it. That option is there in the Zoom. You can expand. Any issue in the second poll?
Poll suddenly closed because
Okay, okay. I will launch again. I will launch again. Okay, 1 minute. Wait. Yeah. Please check now.
okay, sir.
Is it visible? Yes. Please submit first. Yeah, please hurry up. We have another 10 to 20 questions is there. Please hurry up. Yeah. Can I end the poll? If anyone is there, please message me in the chat box. Otherwise, I will end the poll. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Now we'll discuss these 10 questions. Hmm? Yeah. Please confirm whether it is visible or not. Okay. Very good. Yeah. So Article 1121 of the Constitution, the President shall, in respect of every financial year, will cause to be laid before Parliament a statement of estimated receipts and expenditure of Government of India for that year. It is referred as annual financial statement and popularly called as annual budget. So A is the correct answer. 53% correct. Very good. So annual financial statement, that is technically called and popularly called as annual budget. What is annual budget? It is a estimated receipts and expenditure of Government of India. Okay, very good. The second one is, yeah, the demand shall be for gross expenditure. I think all of you know it is a gross expenditure, not for net. and whereas the credits and recoveries it is excluded, and it is shown in the form of footnotes to the demand. Shown in the form of footnotes to the demand. So C is the correct answer. 60% only correct. Very good. Yeah, the alphabet Q stands for DRF. Very good. 55% only. Yeah, P stands for capital. Q stands for DRF. R stands for OLWR, but that is not in existence right now. PQR. S stands for development fund. T stands for capital fund. Okay, very good. Yeah, estimates on income tax and advances to the staff, it is part of civil demands. Very good, 74% correct answer. Civil demands is correct answer because these are part of the Ministry of Finance. So for that purpose, we will prepare the estimates of income tax, advances, deposits, some this is or for consolidation to Ministry of Finance. These are not railway demands. So these are civil demands. So whatever demands it is a sanctioned by Parliament, it is called civil grants. Very good. After demands for grants have been voted by Lok Sabha, there shall be introduced a appropriation bill. Very good. 77% is correct answer. So appropriation bill is introduced for provide appropriation out of the Consolidated Fund of India. Why it is called appropriation bill means because it is authorizing government to appropriate from the Consolidated Fund of India for incurring government expenditure. That's why it is called appropriation bill. We have to let before Parliament. Very good. So 77% correct answer. Yeah. The sums grants so distributed are called, it is allotments. That is technical term is called allotments. The sums distributed are called allotments, and the orders by means of which the allotments are made are called budget orders. Very good. 72% is correct answer. So A is correct. Yeah. In the event of budget orders not being received before commencement of financial year, yes, it is true. We can empower to incur expenditure, but these are the works in progress at the end of previous year, not new works. Please remember the works which are not completed at the end of previous year. On that works we can incur the expenditure in the beginning of financial year, though budget orders are not received as on date. So that is true. 7. Yeah. Oh, very good. 79% correct answer. The transfer of funds originally assigned for expenditure on a specific object to supplement the funds function for another object, that is nothing but reappropriation. Very good. The technical term is called reappropriation. 79% is correct. Yeah. Which one of these is incorrect in case of reappropriation? Yeah. This is C is wrong because allowed between voter and charged, it is wrong because the first one, prior finance concurrence is required, correct one, that is correct. Annexure I of appropriation account deals with irregular reappropriation. Here you can remember I stands for irregular. I stands for irregular. You can remember that annexure I for irregular reappropriation. Allowed between voter and charged, it is incorrect because there is no question of reappropriation between voter and charger or vice versa. So C is wrong. That is 58%. Not allowed between revenue and grant. That is also correct because not allowed or vice versa. Reappropriation is allowed between, yes, from one subject to another subject within the grant is the correct. Now after merger of budget, now we have a single demand. So from one submajorate to another submajorate, that is one erstwhile demand to another erstwhile demand also it is permitted, but by railway board, not zonal railways. So reappropriation is allowed between from one subbed to another subbed within the grant, that is permitted. So one source of finance to another source, it is not permitted. Voted to charger or vice versa, not permitted. Revenue to capital or vice versa, not permitted. Very good. Yeah. Yeah. T denoted is a capital fund. Okay. Yeah. Please note all of your queries on the piece of paper. We'll discuss at the end of the four test. Yeah. Now we'll launch the third test. Yeah, I will share this MCQ, all these 40 questions in the WhatsApp groups by tomorrow. Okay, with answers. Very good. Now I am launching the railway budget thought poll. Please confirm in the chat box. It is visible or not? Please confirm. Yes, very good. Very good. Go ahead. Only 10 minutes. Only 10 minutes time. Please go ahead. Yeah, some problems there. Again, I will relaunch. Yeah. Yeah, now please confirm. Please confirm whether it is visible or not. Okay, please go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, anyone left? Please message in the chat box. Otherwise, I will end the poll. Yeah. Seven. Yeah, it seems 11 participants are not able to participate because either they are login from mobile or their systems are not up to date. Hmm? Yeah. Okay, I am ending the poll. Yeah. Please check whether it is visible to share results are visible to all or not. Yeah, very good. Yeah, now we'll discuss this unforeseen expenditure which cannot be met by reappropriation. That is two options, two possibilities is there. One is it is not possible by reappropriation from existing grant, or either it is an expenditure on new service or new instrument of service that is not contemplated at the time of budget estimate shall be met from the balance of contingency fund of India. Yeah, Mr. Amit, please check. It is visible to hope it is visible to all of you. Please check. Yeah. So it is a contingency fund of India is the correct answer. First one. Very good. 68% is correct. Yeah. Contingency fund of India is placed at the disposal of mini member finance. Previous designation is financial commissioner. Now it is renamed as member finance is the correct answer, not chairman railway board. So 42% wrong, 54% is right. Very good. Yeah. Dash, it is a correct answer is excess grants. Suppose after end of this financial year, after submission of appropriation accounts, the PSC is recommended the expenditure to be what is called as justified or what is with full justification. Then the parliament is regulate that expenditure by passing excess grants. Excess grants relate to expenditure already incurred. The reasons to be fully explained in excess of money voted by parliament. Only it is on the recommendation of PAC, Public Accounts Committee. That is called excess grants. Very good. Supplementary grants means during the year, if our grant based on the REB or FME, the supplementary demands should be initiated by the government, and the supplementary grants are passed by the parliament. That is supplementary grants for revised rate. So when orders are issued by the railway board authorizing the railway administration to incur expenditure a certain extent over and above the allotment, that is called expenditure order. That is called expenditure order. It is distinct from budget order. Very good. How many members? Yeah, 56%. Yeah. Conversion of financial outlays into physical outcomes. I am talking about outcome budget, not zero-based budget, not performance, not incremental. So none of the above is the correct answer. So here outcome budget theme is conversion of financial outlays into physical outcomes. That is for works valuing 5 crores and above. Okay, that is very important. Outcome budget introduced in the railways from 2016, I think. Yeah. RRSK stands for S. Rashtriya Rail Sanrakshak Kosh. C is correct answer. Don't be confused. Railway Rashtriya, it is wrong. So it is a Rashtriya Rail Sanrakshak Kosh. Very good. 81%. Good. Yeah, single demand for Ministry of Railways for the year 2021 to 22 is 84. What is the prior to that year? What is the 2020-21? Please tell me. Yeah, very good. 83. Very good. 83.
83.
Yeah, very good. Yeah. The total number of erstwhile demands in Indian Railways, that is prior to merger with general budget, how many? Correct answer is 16. Very good. None of these is correct. So 60% is correct. Yeah. Which fund is described as the reservoir of government money? Yeah. It is none other than Consolidated Fund of India, where all government receipts are poured into that fund, and we spend all government expenditure also from Consolidated Fund of India. Public account is nothing but it is the money dealing with the public, that is a provident fund, deposits, all these public account, where it is a government is act as a trustee. Whereas this consolidated fund, that is all revenue receipts, whether it is a coaching earnings, goods earnings, sundry earnings, or income tax, or whatever it is a government receipts, and whatever government is spending from Consolidated Fund of India for government expenditure. So that's why you call it as a reservoir of government money, very big fund. Yeah, one of the options is not an example of charged expenditure. Very good. Salary of cabinet secretary, that is 49%. Yeah, to meet any expenditure to meet judgment or award of the court, it is a perfect example of charged expenditure. And pay and allowances of all constitutional bodies, whether it is a C&AG, Chief Election Commissioner, President, Vice President, Speaker, all it is a examples of charged expenditure. Whereas salary of cabinet secretary, it is not a constitutional post, it is a government post, it is a from voted expenditure, not charged expenditure. Very good. Yeah. Any doubts, please write on piece of paper. We'll discuss at the end of session. Now we will launch last poll, last 10 questions. Yeah. Please submit. Yeah, hope this is visible to all of you. Please confirm. Very good. Please go ahead. Yeah. Please go ahead. Last 10 questions. Last 10 questions. Please go ahead.
ఇగో అన్మ్యూటెడ్ అని వస్తుంది.
Yeah, can I end the poll? Please message me if anyone is not finished. Okay. Mr. Lenovo, please hurry up. Yeah, I can keep it another 2 minutes. Please hurry up. Yeah. What about others? Anyone is still unfinished? Please. Yeah. Okay. I'm closing the poll. Yeah, I'll send this all 40 MCQ with the answers by tomorrow or by Monday in the WhatsApp groups. If anyone is not joined WhatsApp group, please message me my WhatsApp number. I'll message in the chat box. Yeah. Yeah, please confirm whether it is visible or not. Yes. So we'll discuss the last 10 questions. So budget as per chapter 3, if you please check chapter 3 of this Railway Finance Code volume 1, it is related to railway budget. As per the this chapter 3, budget is a constitutional as well as management document. Please remember, constitution, why it is called constitution means because the presentation of budget, the passing of budget, all it is mentioned in the articles 112 and or 1123 in the Constitution of India. So it is a constitutional document. Why it is called management document means because through budget we can monitor the expenditure, we can control the expenditure, we can regulate the expenditure. So it is like a through budget reviews, through proportional budget grant. So that's why it is called management document for the management. So it is a constitutional as well as management document. Only 34%. Yeah, it is not financial document, though it is a financial one, but it is a constitutional management document. Only 34% right. Yeah. The erstwhile demands 1, 2, and 3 are in the nature of general on cost because it is not pertaining to any department. Please remember railway board and miscellaneous expenditure general and this general superintendents and services demand number 3. All these 3 are general on cost. General on cost, not specific to any department. So the 2 is only 34%. D is correct answer. Yeah. There is a single works STL demand number 16. Very good. Irrespective of source of finance, it is a true. 74% correct. Whether it is a DRF, DF or development for this capital fund or capital or RRSK, whatever source of finance, it is only single demand for all works, that is acquisition, purchase and replacement of assets. Very good. Construction, acquisition and replacement. Yeah, GW, yes, it is a erstwhile demand number 1 to 15. Gross working expenses is 1 to 15. That is only 21% correct. See, this 3 to 13, it is called as ordinary working expenses, 3 to 13, not gross working expenses. See, total number of 16, erstwhile demand 16, we can bifurcate it into 2 segments. One is revenue, another is capital. Revenue means erstwhile demands 1 to 15. So another name for this revenue demands 1 to 15 is called gross working expenses. 16 is single works demand. Okay. So that is a B, only 21% correct answer. Please check this 3 to 13, it is called ordinary working expenses. Yeah, very good. This is 68% correct. Yeah, PFA or accounts department responsibility towards budget is only compilation and scrutiny. So who has to, whose responsibility is preparation? It is a executive or spending authorities or earning authorities. In respect of earnings budget, earning department, that is commercial. In respect of expenditure budget, that is all spending authorities, whether it is a civil engineering, mechanical, electrical, S&T, all spending departments. So our job is only compelling and scrutinizing and put up to GM for approval. Okay, very good. Yeah, credits or recoveries, it is excluded from the scope of demand because our demands is for gross expenditure, not net. So that's why these credits and recoveries shall be excluded from the scope. 60% correct. So these credits and recoveries we have to show the form footnotes to the demands, not included in the demands. Yeah, merger of railway budget with the general budget, it is happened in the year 2017 and 18. Please remember in the 2017 and 18 demand number 80, 18 and 19, 81, 19 and 20, 82, 20, 21, 83, 21, 22, 84, the demand number. So current year demand, it is 84. The merger is happened in the year 2017 and 18. In the first year, the demand, our single demand is 80. Yeah, this is general question. Salaries payout, it is approximately 40%. 40% is correct, 42%. See, it is around 43% exactly in the last year, 43%. If we add pension element also, it is almost 60%. It is around 60% of total working expenses budget. Okay. Last year, it is only for salaries towards employees, it is almost 93,000 crores. Approximately, it is 43% of the total working expenses. Yeah. This is the very important doctrine. Under doctrine of lapse, any unspent balance at the end of March 31st, it is lapse, not available for the next year. Not available for the next year. That is theory is called doctrine of lapse. So this is a true. Very good. Yeah. Now 89% correct. Very good. Yeah, at present total number of budgetary reviews are only two, only 51%. I expect it is a 90% answer because now August review is dispensed from the year of merger. The August review is dispensed. Now we have only two reviews. First review is called REBE, that is revised estimates for the current year and budget estimates for the next year. That is first review. And second review, it is in the January or February. It is the FME. FME stands for Final Modification Estimate. FME. Okay. So only two reviews. 51% is correct answer. Yeah. Now I'm winding up this session. Before that, any queries, please tell me, or you can message in the chat box also your queries. Otherwise, we'll wind up this session. Yeah, within 1 or 2 days, I will upload this all these 40 questions along with answers in the WhatsApp groups. Yeah, I'm unmuted all of you, or you can raise the hand. Please explain about LC. LC means letter of credit. Yeah. Please repeat single demand number from merger. Yeah. Please note down 2017 and 18. It is a 80. 2017 and 18. 80. 18 and 19. 81. 19, 20. 82. 20, 21. 83. 21, 22, that is current year 84. Why this number is changing means now we are part and parcel of union government. So any new department or new ministry is added or removed, this number is changed. So there is no guarantee this number may retain or may not retain next year. So that is the reason for this changing of demand number. Right now it is changing by one number from 2017 and 18 onwards to current year. Current year it is 84. Okay. Yeah, some more. Yeah, please MCQ answer to be given. Yes, I will give. Yeah. Please arrange. Yeah, 1 minute. I will address some questions, answers. Yeah, please arrange some traffic statistic class, online one class. Yes, I will schedule this statistical class in coming days. Yeah, LC we can discuss in another session. That is a letter of credit. That is a mechanism facilitated the contractors to get the payments from the banks in advance to railways arranged. That is a yeah. Any information regarding Appendix 3? No idea. It is yet to be finalized by Railway Board. Yeah, please explain different types of grant. That is excess, supplementary. See, grants are budget grant is there at the time of appropriation bill passed. Budget grant. Revised grant, it is a reappropriation from the different expenditure by the Railway Board. That is a revised grant. Supplementary grant is based on the revised estimates. Supplementary demands has to be initiated in the parliament. So supplementary grant will be released, passed. That is supplementary grant. And excess grant after end of the financial year, any excess expenditure that is regularized on the recommendation of PAC. That is called excess grant. So as per official terms, it is a budgetary grant, supplementary grant and excess grant. Revised grant, it is our inner mechanism, that is inbuilt. 1 minute. Yeah, pattern change, we don't know. Yeah, maximum possibility is there. Pattern may be changed. It is a mixed one from the unconfirmed reports. That is some papers multiple choice, some papers descriptive. Yeah. Please, question number 10 of MCQ 1, please discuss. 1 minute. Question number 1 minute. That is 10th question. Yeah. At present, zonal railways may reappropriate the funds among primary units. Yes. Zonal railways has the powers to reappropriate among primary units 27. That is stores drawn from the depot, 28 direct purchases, 32 contractual payments. Among these 3 PUs, they can reappropriate the funds, not other PUs, zonal railways. Whereas railway board has the powers to reappropriate from any PU to any PU. Zonal railways have only 3 among 3 PUs, 27, 28, 32. Okay. Oh. Yeah, Mr. Prashant Kumar, please tell me. Yeah, all are unmuted. You can ask your query. Okay, right. Yeah, hope no queries from the participants. What is doctrine of lapse? Already we discussed it. Under doctrine of lapse, suppose the grant is 100 rupees, but we spent only 90 rupees at the end of 31st March. So this balance 10 rupees is not available for the next financial year. It is a lapse. Like the unavailed casual leave at the end of 31st December, how it is lapsed. The same way, the funds also lapsed at the end of financial year. That is doctrine of lapse. Yeah. Hope we can wind up this session. Yeah, please unmute, Mr. Bernard.
Yeah, if there are no further queries, then we'll wind up the session. On behalf of the Academy, I thank Sri M. Nageshwara Garu for taking up this session on, it's not a session, it's a test on, MCQ test on railway budget. I hope all of you enjoyed this test. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Tomorrow we have a session on bookkeeping theory. Login time is 2:45 and session starts at 3 o'clock. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Yeah, right. Thank you. Thank you all.
Your feedback also, please give your feedback.
Thank you, sir.